everybody, my name's Hannah Bloom. Welcome to my channel if you are new. I went to Rally's. You don't know? Rally's and Checkers are the same thing. It's amazing. I got a banana milkshake. So good. So good. And I got some chicken and fries. So we're just gonna make this a chill chatting video while I'm eating some good food. We'll be talking about job rejection. Nobody likes it. If you've been following me on my journey, I have been looking for a job and applying and all that fun stuff. I did not get any of the jobs. This is my theory, right? I have applied for so many jobs since I've been here. I think, well, a lot of them I know I'm not qualified for, but I'm like, let me apply for it anyways, because why not? But the thing that I have trouble with is I don't have a lot of work history, which apparently is very important, but it's like, how do you get the work history if you're a military spouse? Not only that, but if you're a military family, or if you just travel a lot. And then there's the people that like say you want to become a cook, because I wanted to at one point, and they're like, oh, you need work experience. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to get, is work experience, but I need work experience to do the work. It makes no sense. It's like, I don't know. So that's one part, but like, it's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying. And the first interview that I had when I was here for a company, which the first thing, it was all very strange, because they told me that I was gonna have the interview. Then on the interview day, they just didn't call me, and I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And I couldn't get in touch, and it nuts. And I was like, okay, I guess that's a bust, maybe it's fake. So didn't do that, and that was fine. Then they called me up again, and they're like, oh, hey, you want an interview? And I was like, well, I need a job, so yeah. Took the interview. They actually called me this time. It was a thing where you were helping kids, and you had to go inside their house, like drive to their house, and the parents were gonna be home. And honestly, I prefer the parents to be home, because if something ever were to go wrong, like, the kid wants their parents. That's how it is. So I was like, okay, I can do that. But then I asked her if they do background checks for the people, for the parents. She said no. She was like, well, I'll talk to people and I'll call you back to see if I have a better answer. She never called me back. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't want that job anyways, because I am a small female, okay? That it's just, when you're a female, there are things that you gotta think of that guys don't, and that's just how the world is. It's crappy, especially now. Like, oh, people are insane. They don't have a brain, or something happened to it. I don't know. But that's what happened with that one. I was like, whatever, you know, it wasn't meant to be, because I'm not gonna take a job where something could happen to me and I can't get out of this situation. But whatever. The other job interview I got, most recent, that was the one where the lady had me waiting for an hour after my appointment time, and I was like, what the heck? So I think the girl before me got that job, and I don't know how, but I guess she did. Somebody did, not me. And then the other job that I applied for, or that I had an interview with, same thing. And I am not doing anything wrong. That's why I can't get too upset about it. It'd be one thing if I'm wearing the wrong clothes, if I'm coming in with a baggy shirt and ripped up jeans. No, I'm coming in, I'm looking professional, I'm asking questions, answering questions, eye contact, giving, like, well, I gave one person a compliment, but like, it was a legit compliment, because her clipboard had bedazzled on it. So I was like, that is really cute. She wasn't having it, but I don't know. The only thing that I can think, because they know that I'm a military spouse, therefore I'm bound to move, which, like, I am bound to move. Like, that's the military. It's not my fault. It's how it is. But that shouldn't be like, oh, I'm not going to give you a job because you're going to leave in like a year. Like, people leave all the time. At least my leaving would be like a good excuse. If you want to know about all my job history, I have a lot. I've worked at my first job, I was a receptionist, but then I kind of did everything. I stocked the shelves, answered the phones, counted money. I cleaned the bathroom, but literally I only cleaned it once because that was all that was asked of me, was to just clean it one time, and I was like, okay. But yeah, that job was really fun. That was for a beverage company. My second job I also had during high school. It was Acropolis. Those two jobs were in Florida, okay? Acropolis was my first hostess job, and while I loved drawing my little doodles, I'll post it for y'all. It was a bad job. I was young and impressionable and got taken advantage of, and I didn't really know. They didn't treat me how I was supposed to be treated. It was a fun job though, because Acropolis is a Greek place, so they smash plates and they dance and throw napkins. And so being a host, like, I got to see all that, but the people weren't very nice. And I know they were talking about me behind my back because they weren't talking to me, and I am a very chatty, talkative person. Anyways, I don't know how much I got paid for that, but I know I was supposed to be getting tips. And I had a job, it was during the Florida State Fair, but that job, that was sweet. I got free food, I stayed in the air conditioning unit, I got paid on the low because it was an underage. That sounds bad. Okay, it wasn't like, I was literally selling roofing, so that was fun. The roof job, it was super easy. I was just talking to people about roofing and being like, hey, get some roofing, and I was handing out little business cards. But I was smart because there were so many kids, because, you know, it's a fair. What I did, I got the stapler, stapled some candy. Like, I bought Jolly Ranchers, peppermints, because old people that would go by, and I was just stapling to every business card and be like, hey, here's some candy, give the card to your parents. It worked, because so many parents would come back to me and they'd be like, I got this. And I was like, you need some roofing? Well, those were all jobs I've had in Florida. Then I moved, and where did I move? I moved to Washington State. Didn't have a car for a little bit, so I couldn't get a job. Then I found the perfect job. It was another hostess job. Literally the best job I ever had. And I wish I still had it today, but I had to move here. But that job, Jetty Bar and Grill, amazing, literally. The people were so friendly. I was like, I talked to my boss regularly. I talked to the boss's boss. I got free lunch. Those were the days. Those were the days. That was just, they called me the dog lady too, because I put a little napkin on a plate with a dog treat, and we had a patio, and was making connections. If I could go back to that job, I would. And like I said, I had to move, military and all, So then, most recent job, yeah, that one, they took advantage. Like, I met a friend there, and that is the only good thing that came out of that job. I mean, I definitely learned how to stick up for myself, but the second day, they were yelling, cussing, saying I was doing everything wrong. Like, dude, it's my second day. First she's saying, oh, you're doing good. Then she's saying, oh my God, what are you doing? Here, let me do everything. And there's so many other things that I could say. So many other things. But, yeah, that job, I literally only stayed there for 2 months because I'm not going to be treated that way. Yes, I'm getting money and I'm working, but I'm not going to be treated like crap. It's not worth it. I got too much going on for that. So, quit that job. I don't know. I'm trying. And if you're having the same issue... Did I just fling chicken? I think I did. If you're having the same issue as I am, like, all I can give you for advice is keep trying. Keep trying. That's all you can do. Keep going for the interviews. Keep applying. And hopefully you'll get something. For me, I'm just at the point where it's like I'm really struggling with it because it's annoying. It's hard enough as is, but the world is going insane with prices. Like, oh my goodness. I could talk on that for a long time, but I'm not going to. People need jobs. And I guess where I live is a little to nothing town, and the people don't leave their jobs. And I guess I know people aren't really leaving their jobs now because they need the money. But unfortunately, this is where I'm at right now. And I did feel like crap in the very beginning because, you know, I bought this car because before I didn't have a car. So, like, obviously, if I didn't have a car, it was very hard for me to get a job. And now I bought one, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy this car, I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna work my butt off, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, well, out the window because that did not happen. But that is life, and that's what's going on for me. And I can't get that too upset about it because life could be a lot worse, you know? I mean, I have a vehicle and I have friends and family, so I can't complain. Just don't give up. We are in this together. I'm trying to give like power quotes over here. Just know that it's gonna be okay, and a job will eventually come. Just keep trying. Try and try until you can't try no more. And then take a little break and then try some more. Anyways, I need to finish eating because I'm talking too much and look it. I have so much that I need to eat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you can relate. Well, actually, I hope you can't relate because it's a tough thing. But I know that people can relate because of what's happening in the world. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. I am getting places, and honestly, this is what I want to do for my whole life. I would love to be a content creator. And I'm so thankful to the people that have subscribed because you're helping me accomplish that dream. But, you know, in order to sustain, I also need another job right now because this ain't going nowhere fast. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I need to stop talking. Bye.